Hey guys, welcome to the new Top 5 DLC characters for Super Smash Bros. Volume 2. For those who haven't seen the first two videos, I'll give you a link to both. This will be the link to the original Top 10 video made back in 2014. And this link right here will be the link to Volume 1 of the Top 5 miniseries. Just so many people aren't confused and like, why isn't this character on the list? So anyway, let's begin. I began to think to myself as of late that this might be one of the best years of gaming. Many spiritual successors, indie games, and a PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U getting new exclusives, IPs, and DLC, and it's just mind-blowing how much we're gonna get. The only thing now to make this complete is if we get a sequel to PlayStation All-Stars. Yeah, I know how many people feel about that game, especially in the Smash community. But, shut up. So I decided not to focus on the games in this video, but to focus on the characters. So this top 10 DLC characters for Super Smash Bros. List will be focusing on the year 2015. Now, let's just say something right here. The series in particular doesn't have to premiere in the year 2015. The character does, though, so it could be something from like another famous franchise from the 80s or 90s, but as long as the character premieres this year, they can still be on the list. And for all those who are saying, oh, but the character's too new, you all are fucking stupid! For one, that's fucking stupid. Two, Nintendo has never even once said that being new is going to hold you back from being a Super Smash Bros. Character. Not once did they ever say that. Even with third party, they didn't say that you had to be an older character to be included in the Smash Bros. Three, if that's the case, then I guess we should just remove Shulk, Robin, Lucina, and Greninja because they're new characters. And no, we can't have that in Smash Bros. No. Four, it's fucking stupid. So before I have like a goddamn seizure from flipping out so much, let's just begin with the list. Nintendo very recently just released their newest IP, Splatoon, for Wii U exclusive. And you know what? I'm glad Nintendo's finally, getting into making new IPs ever since like Wii Fit Red Spot Resort. You can get the entire moveset just from like the few trailers, or the direct. You don't even have to play the game to make a moveset. The neutral special can be their default gun, or their, what are they called? I don't know the exact name of the types of guns. We know the regular gun you have. The side special could be the rollers, and the down special could be like the sniper-like guns. Are they called sniper guns? Is that the type? I may be incorrect. And the custom moves could be the different kind of variation of weapons that you have for that type. Final Smash, the Kraken, or Ink Strike, whatever you want. Both are fucking badass. Picking a stage is basically child's play for basically everything that's included. Anything could work, even though it's kind of out there compared to like things like the Halberd or like the Mario circuits. It still would fit though in something like Super Smash Bros. And please, can we have alternate costumes based on these two? They're just kind of freaking adorable in my opinion. Especially the one dressed in black. I have a thing for girls dressed in all black. You guys should know this by now. I am the Gothic Slender Man. My only fear is Nintendo included alternate costumes for Splatoon characters and for the Mii Fighters and Super Smash Bros. And I have this fear where it's just like, hey, you don't need an Inkling. You can just dress your Mii like an Inkling. No, it's totally the same thing. You don't need an actual character. But then again, I've been proven wrong before. So let's move on to the next slot before people start putting their comments saying I'm a dumbass or some shit. But they probably already have. Intelligent Studios, known for many classics such as Fire Emblem and Fire Emblem. But as of this year, they're releasing a new IP known as Project Steam. So many people started to think of a character that could work from Project Steam, and a lot of people seem to agree on Abraham Lincoln, the commander of the group. Now, he doesn't have a lot of abilities on the battlefield, but he could borrow some abilities from his allies, kind of like Lucas did in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Hell, all I had to do was to look in Lucas's trophy description, and you'd see that some of his abilities are from his allies. And does anyone else think we should have the giant Abraham Lincoln mech as a Final Smash? You cannot pass this opportunity up to put giant mech Abraham Lincoln as a Final Smash in Smash Bros. If you dare miss this opportunity, fuck you. From the creators of Kirby, the pink sphere that just eats stuff, you get Boxboy, the white cube. Guys, I need more imagination. Could you guys give me some? No? Okay. But seriously though, I think Boxboy would be easy to include in the game. I mean, it's practically easy to include a model. He's a box! With legs! and a face. Cube, sticks, texture, done! Also, the other costumes you can unlock in Boxboy can be used as alternate colors and costumes for Boxboy in Smash Brothers. Xenoblade Chronicles basically was loved by everyone, to the point where everyone had to petition just to get it localized. Then Nintendo acquired Monolith Studios, and then eventually Shulk got in Super Smash Bros. But now Monolith Studios is making a Wii U exclusive being Xenoblade Chronicles X. And I think we should include a character from that game as the second Xenoblade character in Super Smash Bros. And how about the character you play as? The customizable... Well, apparently his name is Cross. Well, from what I heard, I could be wrong. I don't know much about Xenoblade Chronicles X, or many of the abilities that he could use, but for Final Smash, giant fucking mech. If you include Abraham Lincoln and not have a giant mech Final Smash, shame on me for thinking that. But if you include Cross from Xenoblade Chronicles X and not have a giant mech for him as a Final Smash, fuck you. You don't pass up these opportunities to include giant fucking robots in Smash Bros. You just don't! You know, this character's a little unique in particular, because we already have a stage in-game for him. Yarn Yoshi from Yoshi's Woolly World. Now you're probably thinking, he'd be just a clone of Yoshi, right? Well, on hindsight, if you look at both characters side by side, you would think that, kind of like with Yarn Kirby and regular Kirby. But did Yarn Kirby have an inhale ability, or a hammer he could use? No. And just like with Yarn Yoshi, while he has many similar aspects, he could be a unique character. His neutral special could be the egg throw, or yarn ball in this case. His up special could be him turning into a single strand and moving in like perfect forward direction, horizontal and vertical directions. You know when like Yarn Yoshi and Yarn Kirby go into little areas and you turn to a single strand of string and just move across the area? Now, granted, they wouldn't be invincible, but it'd be much harder to hit. You have many opportunities to put this character in the game. And, you know, Nintendo, it feels like Nintendo is pushing this game more than you'd expect. But, you know, I feel like Nintendo has high hopes for this game because of how much they're promoting it. And you know what? Those are the 5 2015 characters I believe should be included as DLC for Super Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS. If you guys have your own difference of opinion or still want to think that these characters can't be added just because they're new, go ahead and put your comments down below, or for other characters that you'd like to see in a future video, maybe a requested video. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, maybe favorite, and subscribe if you want to see some more. I make videos almost every day. And remember, we all see a fish in the ceiling at least once in our lives.